run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a pile of.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall, and they're going to step. Line of scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Patriots much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This is 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Jets defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd
and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Jones will sneak it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones, escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Keon White in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. Jones going up top. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stevenson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
No one has ever questioned the speed of Hardman, who used some of it to get a first down there. He and the Jets, both hoping that the change of scenery could unlock a new level of production from him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open net here is Conklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for New England, 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, 29 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 4-yard line.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Is it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Jets take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried the thing.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Out left and complete to Thornton. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Patriots.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives. ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 4.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.